मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं कर्कटे पूर्वफाल्गुन्यां तुलसीकाननोद्भवां पाण्ड्ये विश्वाम्भरां गोदां वन्दे श्रीरङ्गनायकीम्. Hare Krishna. We welcome all the devotees for understanding the meaning of the fifth Pasuram of Tiruppavai on this fifth day of dhanurmasam. So first we will offer our prayers to Sri Andal and then we will start the fifth Pasuram. Nila Tungastanagiri Suktamudbhodhya Krishnam Parardhyam Swam Sutisatasiras Siddhamadhyapayanti Swachishthayam Shajnigalitam Yabalat Krityamante Godam Tasyai Namaidamidam Bhuyaye Vastu Bhuyaha Annavayal Puduvayandal Arangark Panna Tiruppavai Palpadiyam Innisayal Padik Koduttal Natpamalai பூமாலை சூடி கொடுத்தாலை சொல்ல சூடி கொடுத்தார் சுடர் கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருண வல்ல வல்பதையாய் நாரினி வெங்கடவர்கின்னை விதி என்றை மாற்றம் நாங்கடவா வண்ணமே நல்க. Fifth Pasuram of Andal Tiruppavai. Mayanai. It starts with Mayanai. This is a very wonderful Pasuram. Let us all try and recite together. Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai Tuya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai Ayar Kulattinil Tondrum Anivilakkai Taye Kudal Vilakkum Seda Damodaranai Tuyomai Vandanam Tumalattu Viltalada Vayinal Padi Manattinal Sendika Sarvam Pugudarvan Indranavum Ti Anil Tusagum Seppelo Rembavai. In the fifth Pasuram, Andal is reciting few names of Lord Krishna. Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai Tuya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai Ayar Kulattinil Tondrum Anivilakkai Tayai Kudal Vilakkum Seda Damodaranai. Now, till the fourth Pasuram, we have seen how Andal is expressing her desire to serve Krishna, to perform a vrata to get Krishna with all her associates. She has given us the introduction to Tiruppavai in the first and the second Pasurams. What are we going to do? How are we going to do this vrata? What is the background? Everything she has told. And in the third Pasuram, she was telling Ongi Udagalanda Uttaman Perpada Nangal Nampaveka Chatini Radina. Thing in the Nalillam Tingal Mummari Pede. She was telling about how we are going to sing the glories of Lord Uttama. And we have seen she is praying for the rains. What are those rains? The rains of Krishna Anubhava. The rains of Krishna Sangatyam. The rains of Lord's mercy. This is what Andal is aspiring for. And then in the fourth Pasuram yesterday, we saw how Goda Devi is instructing Varuna Deva how he should reign for the pleasure of Krishna's devotees. So now everything is done. They are going to perform this Margasirsha Vrata. So all Goda Devi's friends come up to Andal and they say, Goda, once in Ayodhya, a great Rishi had kept a muhurta for Lord Ramachandra to be coronated. And in the same muhurta, Lord Ramachandra had to go to the forest. So they were thinking of doing something good, but it could not happen. So what do you think? We are also trying to do something good for ourselves. Will it happen? There may be some inauspiciousness around. How do we deal with the inauspiciousness? How do we tackle our karma, which is coming through millions of lifetimes in the form of papa? What is the way out? This is what Andal was asked by her friends. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we see this beautiful shloka. Sarvam karoti nischidram anusankirtanam tava. It is said that whatever inauspiciousness is there, mantartas tantrasastidram, desha kalabhivastunah sarvam kaloti nischidram anusankirtanam tava. Nama Sankirtanam Vishnu Jagat Mangalamandasa. It is said that the most auspicious thing which somebody can perform in this world is singing the glories of the Lord, chanting his holy names. Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yat Smaret Pundarikaksham Sabahyabhyantara Suchihi. In South Indian tradition, we say Pundarikaksha, Pundarikaksha, Pundarikakshaya Namaha. In our Sampradaya, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Just by chanting the names of Lord, just by remembering the glories of the Lord, all inauspiciousness is gone. Andal is telling, don't worry about the inauspicious things which may come. Don't worry about the tons and tons and tons of bags of papa which we have earned through the lifestyle. We have lot of bank balance. It is said that lot of bank balance of lot of bad karma which is accumulated. And some amount is given, and we are given this body and told to go and struggle in this world. So Andal is giving a permanent solution to all the karma problems. She's going to start by telling the beautiful names of Lord Krishna. Mayane Mannuvada Madurai Maindane Tuyapperunir Yamunai Turaivanai. Mayane, the first name which Andal is referring to is Mayane. He is a big Mayavi. He is the source of the Maya. He is the creator of the Maya. And then he is very close, but he is never to be seen. He is just in the heart as Paramatma. But it takes endeavor, a process of purification to understand him. He is doing so much for us, but we are not able to access that mercy. He is somewhere in Goloka Vrindavan, in Sri Vaikuntha, in Ayodhya. But he is managing the entire world. Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai. That Mayavi, the creator, the master of Maya, has come into this world for all of us. Which place did this personality appear? Vadamadurai Maindanai, in Mathura. He appeared in Mathura to Devaki and Vasudeva in the jail of Kamsa. And as soon as he was born, he took this beautiful form, four-handed form. Vasudeva folded his hands and he was praying to the Lord. Mother Devaki was praying to the Lord. Please don't show this magnanimous form. Kamsa may get to know. Please become a small child. And immediately Lord became small child and he was instructing his father, go and leave me in Vrindavan, in Gokul Mahavan, near Nanda and Yashoda. And such Maya he did on everybody. Everybody was sleeping. Everybody was sleeping in Mathura when Krishna appeared. He said that the dogs were also sleeping on the street. Nobody could see. If a dog sees, then it will bark and somebody may get up. So everybody was sleeping. Nobody could see. Such a big rain. Somebody was asking me when I was giving a lecture, they were telling me, see, why this such a big scene has to be there? Krishna is going and it is raining, and then Adishesha has to put his hoods on the top, and Yamuna is flooding, and Yamuna has to give way. Why so much action? He can just, Yamuna, it could have been a normal environment, right? If he is God, it should have not been a rainy day, and he could have peacefully crossed Yamuna and he would have gone. So I was asking him, do you watch movies? He said, yes, every movie I watch. Then I told him, how is the entry of the hero? Is it just that he's just walking inside and talking to somebody? At least a few of the sumos should raise in the sky, and few uh, electric poles should fall down, and there should be a storm, a torrential sand burst. So many things has to happen. Only then the hero entry will be amazing, and everybody is shouting in the movie theater and tearing the papers and throwing on the screen and everything. So this is our Krishna, the greatest of the heroes, the real hero's appearance. Mayanai manno vadamadhurai maindanai tuya perunir yamunai turai banai. One who is always having his pastimes on the banks of river Yamuna. Jayaradha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. He's Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Why does Krishna go to the banks of Mother Yamuna? Because all the calves and the cows go to the waters of Yamuna to drink. All his sakhas play on the banks of Yamuna. And most importantly, all the gopis come to Yamuna to get water to their house. So Krishna every day goes to Yamuna to have the association of the cows and the calves, to have the association and play wonderful pastimes with the sakhas, and to see gopis. So Yamuna, at the banks of Yamuna, are always decorated with Krishna's footprints. He is always at the banks of Yamuna, Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Here, the Acharyas state that if Andal is, like we have understood before also, if Andal is telling something, that means there is a hidden meaning. Why is she glorifying Yamuna? Why is she glorifying Mathura? Why is she glorifying Vrindavan, which she is going to do? Yamuna, when Krishna was crossing River Yamuna's waters from Mathura to Gokul Mahavan, Yamuna gave way to Vasudeva to carry Krishna to Gokul Mahavan. It helped, it served Krishna, it served Krishna's devotee. We see an incident in Srimad Ramayana where Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. And then Lord Ramachandra is searching for Sita. Hey Sita, hey Sita, hey Sita. Is going and searching everywhere. He is crying. falling down at every step. He's asking the tree, he's asking the plant, he's asking the root, he's asking the flower, he's asking the fruit, he's asking the animal, he's asking the bird, where is Sita? Where is Sita? Where is Sita? Where is Sita? And then he sees Godavari. And then he asks Mother Godavari, oh, do you know where did Sita go? Do you know any information about her? Then Godavari was fearful of Ravana, who was in Lanka. And it did not say anything. It did not serve the purpose of the Lord. So Lord Ramachandra said, oh, you know, you have seen, you have witnessed, but still you are not helping me. May all your piety may go. The purifying capacity of your waters may leave. కానీ మనం అనుకుంటాం, ప్రభుజీ అందరూ గోదావరి పుష్కరాలకు వెళ్తారు కదా, భద్రాచలంలో మా దగ్గర కూడా గోదావరి ఉంది. Then you may all think, no, Prabhuji, every day we say in the morning, Gange Jayamune Jaiva, Godavari Saraswati, Narmade Sindhu Kaveri, Jalesmin Sannidhin Kuru. If Godavari has lost its potency to purify, why are we invoking it for the purificatory mantra to get our waters purified, which we use in the Lord's service? One of the acharyas in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Swami Vedanta Deshika, he says, the curse of Lord Rama did not work on Godavari. Then he says, why? Because Godavari has the most purifying name in its name. Godavari Payasa Punite says that because the river Godavari had Goda's name, Andal's name in it, Lord Ramachandra's curse also could not work, he says. But whereas, contradictory to what Godavari did, Yamuna, being in Kamsa's kingdom, flowing in Kamsa's capital of Mathura, Godavari was scared of Ravana, who was in Lanka. But Yamuna, while flowing through Mathura, it gave way to Krishna. That's why Andal is singing the glories of Yamuna. Mayanai Mannu Vada Madurai Maindanai Tuya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai Tuya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai. Krishna performed such beautiful pastimes. When Yamuna would flow in Vrindavan, it would collect all the lotus flowers and offer it to Krishna. Yamuna had this fortune of washing Krishna's lotus feet. All the associates of Krishna would bathe in the waters of Yamuna. Such great fortune Mother Yamuna had. Yamuna could every day see Krishna's beautiful pastimes. And when Krishna would play on his flute, Yamuna would be still. There would be no flow. It would just stop and hear to the beautiful music of Krishna's flute. Yamuna would take darshan of Krishna. Yamunai Turai Vanai Ayar Kulattinil Tondrum Mani Vilakkai. Ayar Kulattil. Ayar Kulatti means Gokul or the Gopalakas or the Vrajavasis. One who appeared. Andal is not telling that Krishna took birth. But Andal here is telling Krishna appeared in Vrindavan. This is the right way of addressing. Lord appears and Lord disappears. Just like sun rises every day in the morning and sun sets every day in the evening. Do we say, oh, today sun was born and evening sun is going to die? 2 days before, I was just reading the comments on our channel. So one person was asking me, God means he is Ayonija. He should not be born from anybody's womb. But Krishna is born through Mother Devaki's womb, and Krishna died in uh, after after the Kurukshetra battle. He was telling. I said, Krishna, Janma karma cha me divyam. Krishna is saying that the unborn is born because of his mercy. And how unfortunate are people who cannot understand this mercy of the Lord. It is not that Krishna was born in Mathura and he left his body in Prabhasa Kshetra. It is not like that. Krishna appeared in Mathura. Just like we say, sun appeared, sun rises in the east, sun sets. When sun sets, it does not mean that sun is no more. You are not seeing the sun, but somebody else is seeing the sun. That is your misfortune that you are not able to get sun's association. But somebody else is getting. So Krishna is never born. Krishna is never dead. Krishna appears and disappears. So here Andal is using the perfect word actually. Thonrum. She is saying, Ayar kulattinil thonrum mani vilakkai. He is the Vilakka means is the light of Vrindavan. Jayatu Jayatu Devo Devaki Nandanoyam Jayatu Krishna Vrishni Vamsha Pradeepaha Jayatu Mega Shyamala Komalango Jayatu Prudvi Bharanaso Mukunda Vrishni Vamsha Pradeepaha Ayar Kulattinil Thonrum Mani Vilakkai. What is this Ayar Kulam? What is the nature of Brajavasis? They don't know anything other than what can give pleasure to Krishna. How we can serve Krishna. How we can give pleasure to Krishna. What makes Krishna happy? Krishna chose Vrindavan. He was born in Mathura, but he left Mathura and came to Vrindavan. He was eating the mud in Vrindavan because that was mixed with the dust of the feet of his devotees. Krishna loves Vrindavan because he gets the maximum pleasure from his devotees in Vrindavan. The calf, Nanda, Yashodha, the Gopas, and the topmost of all the devotees, the gopis of Vrindavan, and the topmost of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani. Yad Devaki Suta Padam Jalabdha Lakshmi. So I was hearing to one great Acharya from the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya who was telling that in this shloka, Vyasadeva is telling that Devaki Suta Padambuja Labdha Lakshmi, the Aishwarya of Vrindavan, is the lotus feet of Krishna. And then he says, this is wrong. The Aishwarya of Vrindavan is not lotus feet of Krishna. The Aishwarya of Vrindavan is the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. And then he says, I will prove it through this verse. What Vyasadeva is exactly saying. And he says, Yad Devaki Suta Pada Puja Ladha Lakshmi. He was telling that in Sanskrit, using a grammar, yad devaki suta pa ambuja, through whose mercy we can get a beautiful flower, delicate, beautiful, magnanimous, merciful flower called Srimati Radharani. Yet Devaki Suta Padambuja, that flower which we can get through the mercy of Devaki Suta, who is Krishna. Because of her lotus feet, Vrindavan is so vibrant, he was telling. Yet Devaki Suta Padambuja Labda Lakshmi. Vrindavan, Ayar Kulattinil Thondrum Mani Vilakkai. தாயை குடல் விளக்கும் செய்த தாமோதரனை. தாயை, tai in Tamil means mother, amma, tai. தாயை குடல் விளக்கும் செய்த தாமோதரனை. Whenever devotees in Vrindavan would see Krishna, they would praise Mother Yashoda. కొన్నిసార్లు అంటారు కదా, మనకు తెలుసుంటుంది, ఏ తల్లి కన్న బిడ్డో అని అంటారు. They would praise how fortune is Mother Yashoda. Such a wonderful son Yashoda got. Like that, all the Vrajavasis would, Yashoda means one who gives yashas. But here, Andal is saying that Krishna would give glory to Mother Yashoda. Wherever you go, everybody would sing, oh, Yashoda is so fortunate. Yashoda is most fortunate in the world. Yashoda is so happy because of Krishna. What punya Yashoda would have done to get such wonderful son like Krishna? Like that, everybody would be thinking, Yenna tapam seidavo Yashoda ni venna tapam seidavo. There is a kirtana like that. What tapasya did Yashoda to get Krishna? Like that, the devotees are always praising Mother Yashoda. Damodarane. You see in this verse, the Mayavi, who is there, somebody, somewhere in Goloka, somewhere in Vaikunta, somewhere in Parkalal, somewhere in Ayodhya, who is the master of Maya, has come to Mathura. And from Mathura, he came to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, he is bound by Mother Yashoda. Leela Shuka, once he met a few yogis and panditas who were trying to understand God. And he asked them, Arey, where are you searching for Krishna? Where are you searching for the Parabrahma? And this great yogis and saints with jatha and beard and mustache who were studying every day, doing tapasya, ashtanga yoga and everything to understand Parabrahma. They were telling Leela Shuka, we are searching for Parabrahma in the pages of the Upanishads, in the Vakyas of the Brahma Sutras, in the mantras of the Vedas. By meditating on the Paramatma, by doing the Ashtanga Yoga. Leela Shuka tells them, don't waste your energy. Don't make your life so complicated. I will tell you where is Parabrahma. Go to Vrindavan. Your Parabrahma is tied to a motor and a pestle. He is tied to a roll. Go and see there. Upanishadardham ulukhaye nibaddham. He is bound in a gopi's house. Go and pray to him. Go and see how is he crying. Leela Shuka says, because Vrindavan, to his devotees, Krishna's devotee, Krishna is so accessible. Krishna is so merciful upon his devotees. Bhakti is such a beautiful process. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Pavitram Idamuttamam, Susukham Kartum Avyayam, Krishna says. just accepting the instructions of our spiritual master, by trying to be sincere and serious in our devotional service, we get Krishna, we get Krishna's mercy. Upanishadardham ulukhaye nibaddham. Go and see that fellow, black fellow, is crying. He's fearful of his mother. Already he is black. On that blackish body, his mother has applied kajal. And when he's crying, this black kajal is flowing on his cheeks. He's looking even more black. Go and see your Upanishad Ardham. Go and see the master of the Vedas. What is he doing there? Our acharyas, the Goswamis, say that the chastisements of the gopis are more pleasurable to Krishna than the hymns of the Vedas. He is so merciful, he is so accessible to the devotees in Vrindavan, because devotees at Vrindavan are always thinking about Krishna. Their only desire in life is how can we serve Krishna to our best of capacity. Ayar tondrum mani vilakkai. One who has appeared in Vrindavan, one who has appeared to Mother Yashodha and Nanda Maharaj. Just now you said that he was born to Devaki and Vasudeva. Now you are saying he was born to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. Yes, Krishna was born both to Devaki and Yashoda. He appeared simultaneously in Mathura and in Vrindavan. Once, one of the illustrious Acharyas of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Parasara Bhattar, with his disciple Nanjiyar, they would have very interesting conversations. So he asked, is Krishna Yashoda's son or Devaki's son? So Swami Parasara Bhattar says, he is Yashoda's son. But the Shastras say that he appeared to Devaki in Mathura. Then Parasara Bhattar says, the Shastras say that mother is the one who gives milk first, not the one from whom he is born. Like that, Parasara Bhattar cites a Shastric verse and tells to Nanjiyar. And then Nanjiyar says, Are, then why didn't Mother Devaki give milk to Krishna when he was born in Mathura? Then Parasara Bhattar says that milk was scared of Kamsa, that way it did not come out of Devaki's breast. And then he says, then how did Yashoda Maya give milk? So then Parasara Bhattar says, in Vrindavan, milk naturally flowed out of Mother Yashoda's natural affection for Krishna. Then Nanjiyar says that why did milk come here and not in Mathura? Says that Vrindavan is such a place where there is no fear of anybody. There is only love for Krishna and nothing else. As were entering the mouth of Agasura, some of the Gopas were telling, oh, this seems like a snake. See the eyes, see the bad smell coming, see big teeth. Saying, okay, if it is a snake also, what is the big deal? Krishna is there. Na? He is seeing us. Na? Let us go inside. He will take care. Abhaya Charanara Bindare, Bajahure Mana, Shri Nandhanandhana, Abhaya Charanara Bindare. So then, Andal is telling, Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai, Tuya Peruniri Yamunai Turaivanai, Ayar Kulatinil Torum Mani Vilakai, Taye Kudal Vilakum Seda Damodaranai Damodara. We can tie Krishna. We can tie Krishna with the ropes of bhakti. We can tie Krishna with the ropes of prema. We can tie Krishna by showing our endeavors to Krishna that we want you. Our endeavors and his causeless mercy. Both together will bind Krishna. Nobody can bind Krishna with any means. There is a big elephant in the forest. Do you think we can go towards the elephant and bind it and keep it as a pet animal? No. Once I was in temple in South India, and we would see that the elephant after the procession would come back and give the chain in its master's hand, and then his master would just put the chain. He would not lock it even. He would just put the chain like this and tie it, and then elephant would say, ah, now he has tied me, so I have to stay here, and then it would stay there. The acharyas give this example. In that Krishna, he gives us the process of bhakti through his devotees. And then when we perform devotional service, sincere, uninterrupted, unmotivated devotional service. Oh, Krishna is thinking, oh, this person is doing so much for me. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahado bhayat. Then Krishna, who is unbound like this elephant, huge, but still he comes and he thinks that I am bound. And then he stays close to our heart. This happens only when we understand the instructions of our spiritual master. This happens only when we understand the instructions of Krishna through our spiritual masters and acharyas and perform a devotional service. Uncomplicated, simple devotional service. And Krishna is with us. So Andal is telling, what should we do to eradicate all the inauspiciousness? Is just sing the glories of the Lord. Mayanai mannu vadamadurai maindanai tuya peruniri yamunai turaivanai ayar kulattinil thonrummani vilakkai. But you see, a strange thing is she's not telling Krishna's name directly. She's telling one who has appeared in Mathura, one who goes on the banks of the river Yamuna, one who is bound by Yashoda. But she's not telling the word Krishna. We will sing the names of Krishna. Why? Because they are all scared that if we say Krishna, 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 Kamsa may get to know that Krishna is in Vrindavan. So that's why we will not say Krishna's name. We will indirectly indicate who is Krishna. Because of their spontaneous love, because of their affection towards Krishna. They are so much feeling that they are a part of Vrindavan. Even though she is in Srivilliputturu. She is so much feeling that we don't know what is Acharam, we don't know what is Vaidikam, we don't know what is Anushtanam, we don't know what is Yagna, we don't know what is Tapasya. Even though she is a daughter of a great Vaishnava, Brahmana, Vishnu Chitta, she is telling, we are just simple Vrajavasis who do not know anything. The qualification to reach God is not becoming proud that I am born in such and such family. I am born in such and such caste. I am entitled to get mercy of the Lord. No, sir. That is the last thing which Lord will look in us. He is not concerned with all of this. The real position in which we have to be to get Lord's mercy is to forget all our identities except that we are a simple Brajavasi who is servant of servant of servant of servant of Krishna. Naham Vipro, na Chanarapatir, napi Vaishyo na Sudro. This is the last thing a devotee can think of, that I am a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya, I am a Vaishya, I am a Shudra. No, sir, you are not all of this. Oh, then I am a Brahmachari, I am a Sannyasi, I am a Grihastha, I am a Vanaprastha. Sorry, sir, you are disqualified. Then what you should be? Gopi Bhatruhu Padakamalaya Dasa 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 Dasanudasa. If somebody asks the devotees, what caste are you? We should say, we are Vrajavasis. We are Krishna's devotees. That's all. We are Vaishnavas. That's all. There is no caste for a devotee. What is your Gotra? Achyuta Gotra. We all belong to Krishna. We are all his devotees. That's all. This is called Vasudeva Kutumbakam. When everybody becomes Krishna consciousness, when everybody becomes Krishna conscious, when this Krishna consciousness spreads throughout this world, only then all the differences will go away. And everybody will unite, having the Supreme Father in between and considering everybody else as their masters and we as their servants. ஆயர் குலத்தினில் தோன்றும் மணி விளக்கை தாயை குடல் விளக்கும் சேத தாமோதரனை. Okay, what will we do now? We are going to sing the glories of the Lord, and then we will pluck some flowers, do some simple songs. She's not saying, oh, we are going to build 100 temples, we are going to make some 10,000 devotees. Let us pluck flowers and offer. Actually, if you do it in the mood of servant, even making 100 temples also becomes a simple service to the Lord. It is not that we should not do great services. We should just not think that we are great because we are doing big service. What makes us great in the eyes of Krishna is when we serve with humility. There are two options for us: becoming great in the eyes of Krishna or considering ourselves as a great devotee. If we consider ourselves a great devotee, Krishna will never look at us at all. But if we are just serving for the pleasure of Vaishnavas, for the pleasure of our spiritual masters, for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, for the pleasure of Acharyas, for the pleasure of all the devotees, that is what attracts Krishna. Here, Andal is telling that we will take some beautiful flowers, we will collect some tulasi and offer it to you, Krishna. And then what will we do? We will fold our hands and pray to Krishna. Offering prayers, offering pranams is such an integral part of our Vaishnava culture. Our Acharyas, one of our Goswamis, Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, had this everyday sadhana of offering thousands of obeisances, pranams to devotees and the Lord. The most important, to fold our hands and do pranams and pray in front of the Lord. And then she says, Manattinal Sandhik. Not just external reciting Lord's names, just not external japa, mechanical japa, but it's with the heart. When we include our heart in remembering about Krishna, in remembering what we learned from our gurus and acharyas, in remembering Krishna's pastimes, in remembering, in understanding Krishna's words, Vayanal Padi, chanting along with the remembrance and performing service, simple devotional service for the pleasure of Krishna. That is what will give Krishna pleasure. And what it will do? Tiyanil Tusagu. See, there may be a big mountain of cotton, but one spark of fire will burn everything. Just like that, how much ever karma, how much ever inauspiciousness, how much ever papa we have accumulated, the holy names of the Lord will burn everything, and everything will become auspicious. This is what Andal is telling in the 5th Pasuram of Tiruppavai. From tomorrow begins the most wonderful part of Tiruppavai, which is waking up of 10 gopis, 10 friends of Andal. So next Pasurams would be all waking up of different friends of Andal. The way she wakes each of her friends, the beautiful lessons which we learn in this process of Andal waking her friends up is most wonderful. So from tomorrow, please attend classes regularly so that you understand this beautiful illustrations of devotional service put in such a beautiful manner. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Andal Divya Tiruvadigale Sharanam. नीला तुंगस्तनगिरितटी सुप्तमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पाराध्यं स्वं सुतिसरसिरः सिद्धमध्यापयन्ति स्वोच्छिष्ठायां सजनिगलितं याबलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदां तस्यै नमैदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः स्वोच्छिष्टमालिकाबद्धकन्दबन्धुरजिष्णवे विष्णुचित्ततनूजायै गोदायै नित्यमङ्गलम् श्रीमद्ये विष्णुचित्तार्य मनोनन्दन हेतवे नन्दनन्दन सुन्दर्यै गोदायै नित्यमङ्गलम् आंडाल दिव्य तिरुवडिगले शरणम।